be really exciting when you've built something and it starts taking off, it starts getting attention. The process of, say, I'm going to use the example of software, the process of building it and figuring out what you're going to build and designing it, that process can take a number of months. So by the time you get something out and out to the market and people start liking it, you can get really, really excited and often think that you're further ahead than where you are. So this is a really big mistake I've made where we've scaled something before it was ready to be scaled. And I think where this mistake comes from is that when we think of business, we think of businesses like what's called a brick and mortar thing, like let's say a cafe is a great example. When you open a cafe, you go to all the effort of creating the menu and fitting out the space and getting it ready. So when you launch, you probably have some sort of launch event, or if it's a bar, have some sort of launch event, get lots of people across, do lots of advertising to try and get that rush so that you can be the new coolest thing in town. A lot of people then apply that thinking for a physical, more old school style traditional business to a either technology or a physical product business, and the truth is it's just very different, the path that a business should take at this scale in those spaces. So what you really should be doing is not scaling at all, and once you have the product there, getting into a small group of people's hands and testing and iterating to get feedback from them and improving the product, whether it's physical or software, to the point that people really love it before you look to scale. And usually you'll look to actually raise a bucket load of money before you aggressively scale. So it's a mistake I've made, it's a mistake I've seen so many people make before, where they've built something that seems good, but in reality it's not excellent yet. So people aren't going to love it, they're just going to sort of like it, which means you're going to burn a lot of money on marketing, you're going to burn your brand, because people talk whether it's good or bad, and people are going to say that it's okay. So in my example, we thought we were going so well, we're getting lots of PR, getting a lot of traffic in Australia pretty quickly for the product. So we decided, all right, let's just we'll open it up in the UK and in California, like straight away. So it spreads you too thin, spreads your capital too thin too quickly. So really, if you've got an idea, most of the time, if it's technology, you should just be focusing on your city for quite some time until your customers are just emailing you non-stop telling you that you've created the next best thing. Or if it's a physical product, again, just focusing on a location, maybe a country, but your home city is your advantage because you understand those people the most. So just don't spread yourself too thin too early. Wait till you have the right amount of capital to be able to scale so that you can avoid that mistake that I've made.